Hello everyone, just a slight disclaimer, as always before watching this video. This video is based off the events of the first and second Murder Drone episode, and a handful of tweets, so most of this is pure speculation, so take this video with a grain of salt. I think I've been delaying this theory video for a while now, especially with my wisdom teeth removal, which went as well as you would expect.
Oh, pipe down, Bumblebee. I haven't even touched you yet.
Oh, okay.
All right. This might hurt a little.
For the past 2 weeks, I've been analyzing and theorizing about Uzi's mom and the fourth member. If you have seen these videos, you know that they're connected to a larger theory I've been cooking up for a while now. I highly recommend you watch both theory videos 13 and 14 before watching this video. But without further delay, it's time to tie up some loose ends. To quickly recap for those of you who might need a refresher, I revisited the mystery of Uzi's mom. In that video, I said that Uzi's mother was separated from civilization and society due to the introduction of the murder drones. She adopted many flight or fight responses over the years to become intimidating to murder drones, as she was alone. Eventually, she came across Khan, and due to her experience of fighting off murder drones, she lended a hand in creating a flawless door that could prevent murder drones from getting in. This ended up creating a relationship with Khan, which led to both getting married and having a kid. In the other video, I said that the fourth member was the real leader of N Squad, and was the one giving orders to J. I also said that the fourth member was sent separately from the rest of the group so that JC Jensen could give her orders. This was to ensure that the murder drones didn't suddenly remember their past lives, causing them to either stop killing or come back to Earth. In this theory, I said that the fourth member was the one who infected Uzi's mom. This is because N doesn't know what Absolute Solver is, and V only knows what the symbol is through her meeting with Doll. With these things in mind, we can begin to piece the overall puzzle of what happened to Uzi's mom and the fourth member. Before Uzi was born, Nori was probably looking for parts or taking a stroll when all of a sudden, the fourth member sees her and attacks. Nori's had plenty of experience, and so she prevails in the fight, mortally damaging the fourth member. The fourth member quickly realizes that she's screwed, so in a final effort to attack Nori, she bites her. This is just pure speculation, but in one of my previous theories, I said that Nori was bitten, which is how Uzi got her catchphrase,
"Bite me. Bite me! Bite me! Bite me! Bite me! Everyone here can bite me! Bite me! Bite me! Bite me! Her! Bite me!"
Also how Nori was probably infected, and from that perspective, we can also say that that's how Doll was infected as well. However, it's most likely that Nori had Uzi shortly after this incident. Like I said in a previous theory, we don't know how much Nori was infected before she had Uzi, so it's most likely that the majority of that corrupted code didn't affect Uzi. Even if Nori was majorly or completely infected, the Absolute Solver might have been overridden by Khan's side of the code. Henceforward,
Yeah, she has trouble fitting in. We think there might be something damaged with her programming. How is she at home?
this in mind, we can infer that Uzi was infected before the events of the pilot episode, but the infection didn't take root until N introduced his saliva into her system. That was when she was truly infected. To roughly explain why Eldritch J recognized Uzi and produced a hologram of Nori could be explained in 3 different ways. Reason number 1, every Eldritch has a collected or shared conscience. Because every murder drone has the Absolute Solver program, and as far as we are aware, the Eldritch version has a different conscience that is separate from the actual murder drone. As previously discussed, Jay was impressed by Uzi's bravery and fighting skills, saying she never fought anyone like her, but taking into consideration that Uzi most likely inherited her fighting skills from her mother, we can assume that Jay never actually met Uzi's mom. Therefore, unless Eldritch has a collected memory from other Eldritches, then Eldritch J wouldn't recognize Uzi or be able to produce a hologram of her mother. Reason number 2 is that Eldritch J, while poking around looking for Khan, stumbled upon the ruined family photo. Using its information on Uzi and what was left of the photo, it recreated a hologram of Nori. Though technically speaking, if Uzi did recognize her mom, then this recreation was very accurate, almost like the Eldritch had completely nailed her look. So that's reason number 2 debunked. Reason number 3, however, and what I'm alluding to, is that a previous Eldritch saw Nori holding Uzi. An Eldritch doesn't have to kill a drone to create a hologram. We see this with Lizzie, Thad, and Khan. This is why I believe the 4th member died and went into Eldritch mode. If my theory on all the Eldritches possessing one conscience is correct, then this could explain the hologram and the sun flicker of the symbol. There is a 4th reason for how this happened, but I'll save it for the end of the video. This can roughly explain, however, why Eldritch J did recognize Uzi, and this entire scene.
More like you are our cute puppets. It hurts our feelings you don't remember us.
With all this said and done, it's finally time to speculate on what happened to Uzi's mom and the 4th member. While the Eldritch was defeated, the Phantom's heart did escape, and most likely plagued another colony. I can further back this up with this scene where it appears Khan and a team of workers are searching the wreckage. It appears as though he's experienced this before. It's most likely that the 4th member is indeed alive. Uzi's mom, however, wasn't lucky. As time went on, Uzi's mom started to become self-aware of her infection. From suddenly sweating to an increased desire for oil, she made 2 and 2 together and realized she was turning into a murder drone. Fearing that her desires might hurt the people she cared about, she carried around her family portrait. This was to convince her not to give into her desires. It's possible that those infected carry around items or pictures to convince themselves what side they're on. We see this with Doll as she takes out a photo of V after the events at teacher conferences. It's also likely that all infected face a moral battle if they should give in to their new temptations. Uzi's mom didn't want to become a murder drone or to kill, so she went out on her own to find a cure or die trying. As we know, however, the 4th member was excluded from leading the group, so Nori was unable to find a cure or an antidote. Instead, she was shouting at a bunch of cranky murder drones, and found herself on the run. Being incredibly outnumbered, confused, and surprised, she was unable to fight back and had to run away. Unfortunately, by the time she got home, it was already too late. Stung, shot, bitten, and worse, she was done. Depending on how infected Nori was at the time, she could have started regenerating herself, so she had to kill herself before it was too late. And Khan must have recognized this when he put her out of her misery. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the true end of Uzi's mom. She didn't die in vain. She died trying to protect her family and the colony, and she suffered the price for it. There is one more possible option though it completely debunks both theories numbers 13, 14, and 15, or this theory you're watching right now. This entire 3-part theory was to explain this scene in particular.
More like you are our cute puppets. It hurts our feelings you don't remember us.
Unfortunately, the other more likely reason why this all happened was because Eldritch J wanted to get revenge. Think about it. The Thing steals Thad in an attempt to lure both N and Uzi into its grasp to kill them, screws with Uzi, and even attempts to kill Khan. Remember these scenes?
Yeah, where's Khan? Because this looks not ideal.
Parent-teacher conference? Something about his daughter being more important than building a door in this hallway. Ugh.
Left her for dead once.
Oak, idiot.
girl is gorgeous, right? I'm gonna let her in.
When rewatching the episode, I noticed that Eldritch J specifically asked Sarah where Khan was, and then made a hologram of Lizzie to attempt to get into the classroom. We can most likely assume that Khan was meant to die, though Doll saved his life, so it all worked out, I guess. Khan's door obsession might not be an obsession, but rather a coping mechanism. Doors were his and his wife's pride and joy outside of Uzi, so he dedicated his life to building doors to protect the workers. Finally, if this is true, then maybe the reason why Khan neglects Uzi is because he's scared of her. As far as he knows, Uzi was born infected, and it could possibly hurt his reputation. Or when Uzi does go murder, he doesn't want to be affiliated with her. So, this script was longer than I expected. Sorry this theory was incredibly delayed. From my wisdom teeth removal to this week being full of exams, I just haven't found the time to make this theory. So, hopefully you guys can dismiss that. But with that, this is probably one of the longest theory videos I've ever made on the channel. So for your secret word of the week, or 2 weeks, hashtag long-awaited theory that makes no sense. Because, trust me, it took me a while to figure this one out. But without any further ado, shout out to Gady Croc, Adriel Sims, DCP, Converted Party Pooper, William Plaskett, Otto von Bismarck, and Maple Boy Gaming. So, thank you all so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.